I live in a small one-bedroom apartment, so I don't have a lot of space to film my yoga classes, but I want to show you my exact setup and some tips and tricks to have better lighting, better quality, and even a comparison between two of my favorite webcams in a small space. To get a view of the entire setup, we walk into my living room. My living room is the main part where I live and work inside my apartment. I actually sleep right there because my 2-year-old gets the bedroom, and I've got a ring light that I set up. I've got a softbox light, my yoga mat, and another softbox light. So what you'll see when I'm filming is this view right here. And then for filming, this is what I've got for my setup. It's a 2015 MacBook Pro propped up on a yoga block on a chair, pushed as far back as I can to get as much space as I can using the Logitech C920. Now I'm going to compare that camera to the Logitech BRIO so you can get a comparison in a small one-bedroom apartment. I also use the Rode Wireless Go. I've got plenty of videos on this microphone. I've actually got it attached to me right here. You can see that little clip here, attached to me there. And then I am using a USB cable to help connect it, and you have to make sure to get this SC7 cord. It's got a gray side and a black side if you're going to use it with your phone and your computer. I also will show you what I do to set up on Zoom. So I actually record using QUICKTIME movie recorder, and I make sure that the settings are set to my webcam and my USB audio device, which is my Rode Wireless Go. Same with Zoom. I go down here to this little button, click on it, and make sure that the microphone is a USB and my speaker is the internal system, so that way I can hear people. If you have the speaker set to the microphone, you will not be able to hear anybody. And same with my webcam, just making sure it's on. HD webcam, awesome. I could record here if I wanted to, record on the computer, record on the cloud. I could go live on Facebook or YouTube, but I won't do that. So I could record here as backup, but I typically record over here on QuickTime. So I hit record, and then I'll start teaching for my participants on Zoom, and I'll see the grid here. I'll keep my QuickTime in the background and make this big so I can see everybody on Zoom. So now let's get to a comparison between Logitech C920 and Logitech BRIO. With the Logitech C920, I do some yoga poses, I can reach up, I've got plenty of space, so it's about 8 feet away, so this was as far as I can get without hitting the windows or the blinds when I move. So it gives me a little bit of space in the back. Ideally, I'd want more space behind me so I'm not hitting the walls and I'm not creating any shadows, but my lighting's pretty good. So this is the Logitech C920. Now let's compare that to the Logitech BRIO. Without changing any of the settings, you can definitely tell that this webcam picks up a lot more space. So I either have to move closer or I have to move the chair about 2.5 feet forward. So it's about 2.5 or 3 feet forward, and now we've got a little bit better picture. So let's get into a couple poses. It's a little bit brighter, a little bit more vibrant. You can tell by the toys over here. If I was wearing my super red pants or something more vibrant, you'd be able to see me really way more colorfully. So you can see in just this section and the plants over here that there's a little bit more color. Now I also want to share that I do talk about a webcam settings app. You can go to that above here. So there's a video here if you want to change some of the settings on your webcam or your internal camera. The brightness, the contrast, the vibrancy, the autofocus, turning that off. And then also, I'm going to link it down below to the Logitech software that's free. So there is Logitech software that you can then play with and adjust the settings using their free software for the Logitech BRIO, Logitech C920, or whatever Logitech branded items you have. So there was your comparison of the Logitech C920 to the Logitech BRIO webcam in a small apartment. You can play with the settings and do a little bit more with it, but for now you have a good overview of what both of them look like if you're looking to upgrade your webcam or equipment. I've got a bunch of other videos that can help you with teaching yoga online with the technology, equipment, and software. And if there's something that you haven't seen yet or you have a question about, I would love to know what that is so I can potentially help you out a little bit more. You can check out some of my other videos on my channel on yoga sequencing or technology tips or teacher tips just in general. I also have a Facebook group. It's called Yoga Sequencing and Teaching Tips. It's a great community and I recommend that you head on over there and join that group. Make sure that you answer at least one question so I can approve you into the group. Thanks for watching this short little demo video. I hope you make the best choice for your yoga teaching business.